Hi folks, this is Mike Lohanian, Client Technology Specialist at Dell, and I want to show you a really exciting accessory I have here. This is going to be working with the compact precision desktops or fixed workstations. In particular, I got here the Precision 3260 compact. As you can see, a small unit. But what I'm able to do is take this from being just a desktop and I can make it into an all-in-one unit with this kit. And this kit is the CFS22 all-in-one stand. And I've picked out a display that I had laying around. I have the C24 video conferencing display. So it has the built-in pop-up webcam, it has the speakers and everything in it. So I'm going to pause here and I'm going to put this together, kind of show you the pieces when it looks like as an all-in-one unit. Okay, so I got it all put together here, and as you can see, it looks like a all-in-one desktop. I've put a wired mouse and keyboard on there to kind of show you the cable management, but what you don't see is a lot of cables sticking out. From front appearance, you would think this is an all-in-one unit. And a couple things I did learn, which is fun about putting these things together, is some teachable moments. One, my first question was, what kind of monitors can I put on here? Any of the Dell E series, the P series, the U series, as well as the C series, up to 27 inch. It doesn't support up to anything beyond 27 inch, primarily because of the way the stand is built and the weight. It can't really handle anything above 27 inch. The other thing I did learn is if you have an E series monitor, it does come with a bracket because the way the E series mounts to a stand is different. So this comes in the box with the all-in-one stand. The other thing I did learn is I did lie a little bit. I said I had the Precision 3260. In fact, I have the Precision 3240, so a generation back. And as you can see, I've got it mounted on here. The 3240 does mount to the back of the system, no problem. The issue you run into is there is a cable cover that comes with it, and this cable cover won't work with the 3240, but does work with the 3260. So not a complete fail, but it is nicer to have this on. It covers those up, as well as it does have a lock on there that you can lock that on so people can't get to those cables. And speaking of locks, there are locks on the bottom of the machine that you can physically lock it to the base here and actually do a physical lock, and then as well as a cable lock to lock them all together. So you can really secure this really nice. But you can see here I've got mouse, keyboard. I've got my power to the 3240 in this case, and then I've got my DisplayPort cable going to the monitor. And it's got this really nice wrap around here. So I can wrap these cables up so that they're not all over the place. And then I just wire them to the system. Now, so this is how it mounts to the 3260 as well as the 3240. You can see these screws. They actually ship in the box, these screws, and they're finger-based. You don't have to use a screwdriver, so they're thumb screws. And they even have a spot where you can only take it in so far. So you've got 4 of these mounting screws on there. As you can see here, they're just simple screws. You screw them in by your fingers. And you come back over here. Let me go to the other side here. And you've got your mounting brackets. And you stick it right in there, and it simply just plugs in. So that's how easy it is to mount on and off the back of it. One feature that boggled me there for a while was this right here. If you lift on the front, this actually pops up and rotates either left or right. I looked at that thing forever and was like, I don't get it. I don't understand what it does. It looks like an antenna. Is it an antenna? No, it's not that. I even thought, well, maybe it locks the display down, right? And no, the display still moves back and forth and moves. But then it just pops right back down. So finally I broke down and did the thing I didn't want to do, which is read the manual, and found out yes, this is actually a carrier, right? It's a handle, so for being able to carry it. It was funny. I was showing my wife this machine the other night, and I asked her, I'm like, hey, 2 guesses as to what this thing does. And she looked at it and she was like, looks like a handle to me. Like, oh my gosh. She figured it out right away. I'm a little dense. But this is kind of nice. So if you're doing a deployment of these, say you go in the configuration center and you're configuring, the machine and everything, then you're done. You can take this and deploy it. So if you're doing especially if you're doing a bunch of these deployments and you have to carry it down the hall to where it needs to be installed, very nice feature, that handle. The other thing that's really nice is that the all-in-one stand mount itself is very flexible. Let me pan out here a little bit. You can move up and down, so pivot forward and back. It'll go left and right on it. It's height adjustable, so I can go up and I can go down. I can even go from portrait to or landscape to portrait mode, either way, up to 90 degrees. So for those that you are app developers writing code, that's always really nice, so you can mount it. So I hope you liked it. I really like this accessory, a really nice way to build an all-in-one unit very inexpensively and being able to choose the type of power you want in it. Again, this is Michael Ohanian, Client Technology Specialist with Dell.